Hello and welcome back to the $10 test bench. And as promised, I went to the ham radio flea market today and came back with a bonanza of items for $10 for the $10 test bench. And let's just give a quick rundown of what I managed to score. This oscilloscope. This was absolutely free. Now, I'm not even sure if it works or not. If it does, great. If it doesn't, it'll be a good learning tool. We'll take it apart, see what's broken, and it'll just be interesting to tear apart. If it does work, it'll go on our $10 test bench. Now, this is probably only 5 megahertz in bandwidth. And remember, I told you never pay more than $1 a megahertz. I saw a lot of oscilloscopes today at the flea market. In fact, there was a very high-end LaCroix, it was an older one, 500 megahertz scope, digital scope, 4-channel with probes, and with one of them was an active probe, which cost several $100s. The scope, the probes, and everything, the guy wanted $400 for it. 4-channel, 500 megahertz digital LaCroix with probes. Outstanding deal. If I didn't already have more oscilloscopes than I can stand, I would have bought it. But it just tells you at the dollar a megahertz level, you can get some really decent equipment, and that's even cheaper because it was $400 for a 500 megahertz scope with probes. Don't pay more than $1 a megahertz. Anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. We have 1, 2, 3 frequency counters. This one was $4. Both of these were less than $10. Over here, we have a $3 RF signal generator. We'll clean that up, and I'll probably put this piece and this piece together, one of the frequency counters and this together as a giveaway. We're going to figure out how we do that at a later date. This is going to be for the younger players only. Will be eligible for this. And I say younger, probably 16 or younger. And I don't know how we're going to arrange this. We're going to have to get your parents involved. But it'll probably involve some kind of essay, a picture of your test bench as it is today, and why you would like to have what we're giving away. We will eventually do that. At any rate, we have a millivolt meter here, 0 to 5 millivolts, full scale. Those can be real handy. You can use those for testing thermocouples or something, some applications that require very, very low voltages. We have a second one over here that was only a couple of dollars. This one has a 2 millivolt scale, 10 millivolt scale, and a 50 millivolt scale. That's going to be interesting to see if that one works. It was a couple of dollars. We have a Heathkit Sine square generator. Now, I told you a couple of weeks ago, or one of my other videos, I have the same unit. Let's see if we can get the camera aimed at it over here. The same unit is sitting up on top, right about here, at the tip of the stick. That is the same Sine square generator I have. I got this for around $10. I paid maybe $12 for this and $12 for that, but with everything else that came with it, it averaged under $10. So if that's working, that's going to be a real score for the $10 test bench. I picked up one of these IM 15 volt meters. I've had one of these before. These are great little meters. Again, $10. It's an analog meter, but it's wonderful. Oh, and also, while I was there today, this data precision unit, there was a stack of 20 or so of the data precision voltmeters that are in this same enclosure. And I'm kicking myself today for not buying any, but I'm going back tomorrow. It's a 2-day event at the flea market. And they were $5 a piece for the voltmeters. The guy must have had 20 of them there. So I'll probably pick up one of those for the $10 test bench. And over here we have an SWR meter. It's a Radio Shack unit, nothing spectacular, but it's probably good up to 30 megahertz. That was a freebie that was given to me. We have another $5 RF signal generator right here, and that's going to be real useful on the test bench. We'll clean that up. Now bear in mind, this stuff right now is filthy. We don't care. We can clean it. A little elbow grease, a little cleaning, replace a couple of capacitors. We have a $5 RF signal generator. And over here we have a box of connectors. Now I paid around $25 or $30. Yeah, I spent more than the $10 for the test bench. But a single one of these new, especially these silver-plated Amphenols, they're $15, $18. It depends on the connector. They can be very, very expensive. They were less than $1 a piece. And if you look around, you're going to find people selling these for $5, $7, $4, $3. Be patient. You will find somebody with a box full of them selling them for $1 a piece. It happens every flea market. And last but not least, I bought myself a toy for $10. Actually, this was $12. I lie. This was $12. This is a Heathkit monitor scope. I'm hoping this works. Not only did we get this one, we were looking at another one. The fellow was asking $30 for it, and when we showed him the one I had just bought for $12, he said, give me $12, you can have this one as well. So my friend went home with one of these as well as I did. So we'll clean this up, we'll put this into action. It'll be interesting to see how it works out. So there you have it. This is just a quick rundown. Oh, and I should say I got the manual for this, and I got the manual over here for the Sine Swr generator. That's always a plus. While this stuff is available online for download, if you want hard copy manuals, you'll usually end up online paying about $20 a manual. But you can, as I say, this is all readily available for free download on the internet. You just have to do a little looking around. Excuse me. So there you have it. Quick and dirty, very short video. I'm kind of tired tonight. We're not going to do much more. But I just wanted to show the young players out there what you can get for $10. Look in your local area, whatever state you're living in, whatever part of the country you're living in. Somewhere there's going to be a ham radio flea market. And I'm very fortunate here in New Hampshire. We have two a year at the same place, one in the spring and one in the fall. And I'll tell you, it is so much fun going through here. And I'm not sure about this scope. Like I said, this oscilloscope may or may not work. And even if it does work, it's going to be very narrow bandwidth. It's going to be low. And the cord's been cut off, which makes me suspicious that it may be totally dead. So it may end up just being an empty project box. But let's face it, a good sheet metal enclosure, they're not cheap. So here's a free enclosure, if nothing else, for some future project. I'm the radio mechanic. Hope this didn't sound too rushed, but I'm tired. I want to shower, I want to get some dinner, I want to go to bed. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.